Hi, this is gonna be a 15-minute sequence. We'll try to cover a little bit of warming up the back, strengthening on the legs, and a little bit of twist. So you can do this when you're in a little bit of a rush. Maybe you can just do a 15-minute stretch in the morning, or it will help you also to release at night before going to bed. This is safe for pregnant ladies, so when there's the twist, I will clarify how is the twist for my pregnant ladies, but this video serves everybody. Okay, so if you don't have, I'm gonna use blocks, but if you don't have blocks, it's okay, and you can place the hands on the legs, but I'll point it out. So we're gonna start into child's pose. Knees wide, toes kiss, forehead down into the mat. Inhale, deep nose. And exhale, mouth. Start connecting to the Ujjayi breath. Inhaling and exhaling. The sound is in the throat. 2 more breaths. I notice with the microphone you hear the breath really strong, so be mindful. Listen to your breath. Inhale and exhale. Come into all fours, hands and knees. Align the knees into the hips, the hands into the shoulders. Inhaling, looking forward and up, and exhaling, round the spine. You're doing cats and cows, so let me point it out on the side. So you're looking forward and up, and you're exhaling, rounding spine. Inhaling, looking forward and up, and exhale, round the spine. 3 more. You inhale in the way that you look up, and on the exhale, you round the spine. Inhaling, looking forward and up, and exhaling, round. That's my girl, Oreo. Inhaling, looking forward and up, and exhale, round. Once more. Inhale, looking forward and up. Exhale, round. Go back into child's pose and stay there for 3 breaths. Relax the shoulders back into the socket. Bend the elbows a little bit. Lift the forehead and release it a little bit more into the front, so you give length to your neck. Come into all fours. This time we're going to extend the right leg forward, the right leg back, the left hand forward. And you keep your neck long. You're looking down. Your hands are, really engaged, because your fingers are shooting the energy on the left hand, and your right hand is like with all fingers wide apart. Your toes are pointing down, and try to square the hips and try to square the shoulders. As you see, my leg is not going up. I'm not looking for how high my leg goes. I'm looking for my abs to be engaged, my core to be strong, and my neck to be long. Release. We switch into the other side. Excuse the noise. Right hand goes to the front, left leg goes back. And again, square the hips. The shoulders are in line. Try to square the hips. Try to lift from the core. Try to give more length to your spine. Try to round the lower back. Doesn't matter how high is the leg. Your fingers are really spread out in the hand on the floor. The hand in the front is shooting the energy. Your neck is long, the ears away from the shoulders, and release and come into child's pose again. Breathe in and breathe out through nose. Release into the forehead. Bend the elbows a little. Drag the shoulders a little bit lower. Toes are kissing. Knees are really wide. Coming into all fours. Let's lift the hips. And I suggest keeping the knees a little bit bent. Bend one knee and bend the other. Bend one knee, bend the other. Bend one knee, bend the other. Bend both knees, keep the hips up and say yes with your head. Say no with your head. Say yes with your head. Say no with your head. For those that have really tight hamstrings, keeping the knees bent is perfect. Shooting the energy to the heels down. Even though my knees are bending, I'm projecting the energy of my heels to go down. And I'm keeping my hips to go up. Imagine that somebody's pulling your hips from the back. Align the heels that they're not coming inward and the toes out, and the heels are not going out and the toes coming in. Align the feet to the lines of the mat to be parallel. One more breath. I'm still bending my knees. It's okay. Legs not too wide, not too close. And walk all the way to the front. Lengthen your spine and you look forward. The hands on the shins or the knees. And exhale, folding deeper. Open the hands in through the sides and inhale to come up. And prayer into the heart. Let's come into the front of the mat. Excuse me, I'm going to align my mat a little bit more for you to see in a different alignment as we were doing. So we're going to come into that front of the mat. Inhale. Looking forward and up. Feet together, knees together. Open the arms. Swan dive. The hands can be on the legs, knees. Don't push the knees out into the shins. Or if you have blocks, the blocks are like $10 each. You can order them, go and buy them in Target, Walmart, anywhere. Fold deeper, online. Send the hands through the sides and inhale to come up. Prayer into the heart. Again, open the hands and inhale, reach up. And exhale, swan dive. The spine is long. Chin is open. I'm not dropping the arms. I'm not dropping the chin. Then the head is the last thing to come down. Hug the legs from behind. You can micro bend the knees if you need to. Extending the chest forward. Lift the chin. Look forward and up. You can still micro bend the knees. You can use your blocks. You can stay here and it's perfect. Fold. If you're pregnant, separate the feet a little bit. Inhale, coming up. Pray your heart. Again, send the hands all the way up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Look forward, hands on shins or quads. If you go into the knees, cup the hands, fingers only. 90-degree spine, you're looking forward, or maybe you use your blocks. If you're very flexible, you can go all the way here, but you see the spine is long. And fold deeper. Maybe the hands come to the floor, fold. Maybe the hands are in a block level. If you cannot reach to the floor, pull the legs from behind. You can still micro bend the knees. And exhale. Inhale to come up. Pray your heart. Last one. Any way you prefer. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive, chin open, long chest, fold. Hug the legs or press down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, round, fold in into the legs. Crown down. Open the hands and inhale to come up. Prayer into the heart. We're going to switch it a little bit. Send the hands all the way up. Exhale, swan dive. The hands to the floors, to the blocks, or you just start extending the right foot back. The hands can be on the left leg, they can be on the blocks, or they can be on a knee down, and then you come into the hands up. You can be with the knee down, or you can be with the knee up. You can choose, or hands on the waist will give you more balance. Hold that pose. 5 breaths. This is crescent lunge or high lunge. Relax into the shoulders. Your hips are square, in line with your mat. The foot in the back, it's in the tippy toes. Bend deeper into that left leg, reaching up. Send the hands down. into the blocks or into the floor. If you have the knee down, send the hands down, transition through a plank. Hold the plank. You look down, fingers really wide. Make sure that your hips are strong, core engaged. Don't drop the hips and don't go into these either. You're sending the hips forward. Even if you can only hold it for one breath, and tomorrow it's 2 breaths. One last breath. This is strength for the core. Knees down, chest, chin down. Cobra, lifting the chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Again, you can micro bend the knees, push the hips up. You can keep your blocks on the hands to bring the floor closer. Breathe. Align the feet again into the lines of the mat. Don't turn the heels in, don't turn the heels out. Breathe deep through the nose, the Ujjayi sound. One more breath. Let's walk all the way to the front. Lengthen the spine and you look forward. And exhale, forward. Send the hands by the sides and you come up. Feet together, knees together. Hands into the prayer heart. Inhale, send the hands up. And exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Hands wherever you want. We've learned that before. And exhale, fall deeper. Hands on floor. Left foot back. You choose if you want the knee up or the knee down. Same as you did before. Hands come up or hands on the waist. Try to pay attention that the knee is in line with the ankle. Let me move the blocks so you can just see that. Knee and ankle in line. The toes are in front of the knee. I'm going to balance it out that I stay more with the knee up. But you do whatever feels right to you. However is your mood today. The hands go up, relaxing in the shoulders, squaring the hips. The balance of this pose is about that foot. Where is it? If you have it too open to one side or to the other, it is the squareness of the hips that is going to bring you the balance, and the strength is on the core, on the legs, relaxing in the shoulders. One last breath. Breathing deep through the nose and exhaling through the nose. The hands come down. Again, we're holding the plank. Why planks are so important? Because you're strengthening all your core. We spend too much time sitting down. Well, I try not to, but the majority of us sit too much. You come into an office for a meeting and the first thing they do, they offer you a chair. But you came in the car, so you were driving, so you were sitting, and you moved from your house into the doctor appointment or meeting of somebody, or from your office to that meeting. You came from sitting down to the car sitting down, to come to the office to sit down, to meet with that person to sit down, or you meet that person for coffee. Yes, I know it's too long. Hips up, knees down, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. So by sitting down, 5 breaths. Bend one knee, bend the other. By sitting down way too much and sitting in the slouchy, very relaxed, very much like laying the back, and the belly is so relaxed, we don't strengthen the muscles on the lower back. So that's why there's so much back pain and tightness on the hamstrings, tightness on the lower back. So that's why core planks to strengthen the back. So look forward, walk to the front. Lengthen the spine, look forward, hands on the shins, on the quads, chest is forward and fall deeper. Sorry, I'm not in camera with my head when I come forward, inhaling, looking up. Prayer heart. We're gonna do one more. Feet together, knees together, inhaling, exhaling, swan dive. Lengthen the spine, hands to the floor, plank for 1 second, knees down, chest, chin, cobra. Cobra, let's pay attention to cobra. The hands lower, thumb to the nipple. The feet can be together or apart. The elbows, try not to keep them here. Elbows back and point back. Lower the hands even more and lift the chest. Try to look down. See my elbows, they're not relaxed. They're pulling back in. Look down, look down, look down. My belly is in the mat. My feet can be apart. Pointing back. Top of the foot down or feet together. Release down. Bend the knees. The hands can be under your head and move the feet side to side. Windshield wipers with the legs. One more breath. Let's practice that cobra again. So you lower the hands. The elbows are pointing into each other, like pulling into each other like magnets. Lift. You look down. Lift the hands. Stay there. 2 more breaths. Spine. We're strengthening the back. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Lifting from the heart, the shoulders. 1 more breath. Hands to floor. Bend the knees. Move the hips. Move the feet side to side. Last one. You can do exactly the same as we did. The first one, holding. Second one, still the hands go back. Third one, hands interlace, feet together or not. Lift the feet this time. Lift the chest. Look down. If you're more flexible and you want to go deeper, open up, holding into the feet. It doesn't matter. You're warm up already for that back bending. Send the hands down and take it into child's pose. The opposite stretch is what you need at this moment after like going into the deep back bendings. Inhaling and exhaling. One more time, inhale nose. Exhale mouth. Walk your hands into the right side of the mat and go in a diagonal stretch. Go into the left side. Diagonal stretch. Come into the center. Come into hands and knees. Let's come into downward facing dog. Let's send the right foot forward. Heel down in the back and let's find that warrior one. So before we were into this high lunge, now we're into this warrior one. So the foot in the back is heel down 45 degrees, but you're still trying to pull your left hip forward. So maybe move your right foot out to the side, send the hands up, relax into the shoulders, breathe, breathe, breathe. The pinky on the left foot is pressing down. So imagine that your foot is this way. Push it out, down to the edge. And feel all the strength coming from the lateral outer side of your left leg. Relax on the shoulders. So your hips are trying to be front. You're bending that knee from the hip. Open to warrior two. So I move always my right foot more center. And then I pull my hips to be parallel on this one. Open the arms. So warrior two, the hips are open and parallel to your side of the mat. Stay there. I want you to really pay attention to my hips here. I'm gonna go back to warrior one for you to see the difference. My hips are into this line of the mat. You were in warrior two. Extend the leg, turn toes in, shorten the distance. Hands to the waist, toes come in, turn the toes in and fall. Maybe you use a block and fall. Straight legs, even if you don't have the strength, the elasticity on the knees and the hamstrings, stay with the legs extended. Even if you stay here, that's enough. But think of your chest forward and the hips back. Even if it's a 90-degree spine, trust me, this is so good for you. It's opening up your hamstrings, strengthening the core, pull the belly in, and opening all this sacrum area. Hands maybe to the floor, maybe bend the knees if you need to. Turn into the right foot, transition into a plank. Hold the plank, one breath, exactly. Hips up, knees down, chest, chin, cobra. You know, elbows pulling back into each other, flat of the top of the feet flat, downward facing dog. Breathe. I'm gonna move my mat, stay in your down dog. Breathe in 2 more breaths. I want you to see the difference on my hips on the side for this left side. So the left foot is gonna come in between the hands, and I'm gonna find that warrior one. So my back foot 45 degrees, hands come up. Breathe. So you see my hips are more in line to that, front line of my mat, parallel into that. Relax the shoulders. Again, that back foot, imagine that you're pressing from the right edge of the foot down. Breathe there. Breathe in and breathe out. Strong legs. Right leg is totally straight. Left leg is bending from the hip joint. The knee and the ankle are in line. The toes are in the front. So from my shoulders going forward, I open into warrior two. I move my left foot a little bit more center. And then I turn my right hip back. Arms are straight out. Left arms in the front, in direction to the bending knee. My right arm, it's always strong. Always turn and check it out, because so many people have that tendency of like, I don't see it, I don't activate my right arm. Activate it. Transition through the plank. Hold the plank. Core, strong hips. Send the chest forward, knees down, chest, chin, cobra, elbows back, pulling into each other, and chin down. The difference of the cobra and the up dog, so lower the hands even more, start pulling your chest forward, elbows back, shoulders back, and then I extend the arms, but I lift the hips, the knees, the quads, and the only thing supporting is my top of the foot and my hands. You drop the hips and you look up, and then you turn into downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Align your feet. Remember, not too close, not too wide. Heels not going in or out. Try to align the feet into the sidelines of the mat, parallel. Bend the knees if needed and push the hips up and relax the shoulders. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Fingers really wide, neck is long, engage the core. Yes, so much going on. Inhale, looking forward. Walk all the way to the front. Lengthen the spine, look forward. And exhale, fold. Send the hands all the way up. Prayer into your heart. Let's send the hands to the waist. Send the right foot back. And let's send into a warrior two. Let's send the left hand, left elbow rest on the left leg. Right hand goes up. Three more breaths. Strong legs. This is the extended side angle. Right hand down. Turn the toes to be in the floor only. Pivot that foot on the right. Move the left foot to the side. Right leg is long, and then you turn and twist to the left hand up. This is your twist for the spine. If you're pregnant, forget about that. And if you're pregnant, we're just gonna plant a block, knee down, and then you just go and open even more to the side. You can even take the knee down and keep that block to the side. Let me demonstrate. This will be for my pregnant ladies. This opens all that right side of the body. So my pregnant ladies are here. My non-pregnant come into this sequencing. Everybody hands down, plank. I just noticed I've been doing the cobras for my pregnant ladies. Forget about the cobra. What we need to do in every cobra that we did before, we're gonna do the child's pose. Every cobra that we did and we lay on the belly, my pregnant ladies come to the child's pose. Everybody to child's pose now. Downward facing dog. This time I'm sending my right leg to the front. I'm gonna find my warrior 2. Bringing the right foot a little bit more into the front, sinking deep into the hips, pulling my left hip back. In my warrior 2, I send the elbow, arm to rest on the leg, and then I reach up. I stay there. As you see, my toes are in front of my knee, my ankle and knee, they're in line, and I'm pulling my right knee back at the same time that I'm pulling my left hip back. Non-pregnant, left hand down and twist. Pivot the back foot, move the right foot to the side and open into the twist. I'm gonna take 2 breaths for my pregnant ladies. You come into your left knee, but what you do is that you turn that foot a 45 degree to the side. You block in here and then you stretch up. So this is one view from the back. Now let me face you so you can see where is this going. So you see my back foot left is pointing back, so that's gonna be the pivot of balance. You push into the block. You don't have a block, you place the elbow here, but you stretch. Pulling from the hip up and opening the left shoulder, pulling the right knee back. If you have a block, push that knee back. It feels so good on this side. If you're not pregnant, do it. It feels so good. Next time you watch this video, do it with the knee bending. Release the hands. So your mat should be on your right foot. I just moved because I wanted to give you a different perspective of the view. Plank. Hold the plank. Even if you're pregnant, hold the plank. Great for your spine. If you're not pregnant, turn the knees down and take the plank, the belly down, the cobra. If you're pregnant, knees down, child's pose. Inhale and exhale. Everybody comes and sits into your legs, crossing over. Cross the legs. One leg on top of the other. Or cross legs, sitting in a cushion. Close your eyes, inhale. Exhale. Maybe you sit on a block, maybe you sit in the cushion. Inhale. Exhale. If you have a little bit more time in your day for the moment, lay down and take 3 or 5 more breaths. If you have to start going for your day, just plant a seed in your heart. Bow to your heart, sending gratitude for your body that allows you to move. And thank you for watching. Share this video. Subscribe to my page. Do yoga, be happy.